Hey, g'day traders. Good morning from Sam, Melbourne, Australia. To give you another crypto update, I'm looking at AVAX, and also I'll move on to AVE and give an update on that as well. So they'll be posted separately. Looking at AVAX, it does look like a nice accumulation pattern, and we have our wave count all the way to wave 5, which makes sense. How do we justify that? Let's have a look. Actually, wrong template. Where's the comprehensive one? Okay. Give or take. Right, so let's do another one. Swing high, low, and we have our 1.14. Interesting enough. Why is this on the left? It should be on the right. So let's just get rid of this one for a sec. And bring this to the faux. Just get rid of those for a sec. You can see from that swing momentum, where are we? Here we go. Let's push that out a bit. Give or take a bit. The 1.14 really touched the bottom. And so, and then this formation, which is a Elliot wave A, B, C, D, E, macro wise, looks like a bottoming formation. That might have been our last chance for the bottom. So if this is our sell and climax from a wyckoff perspective, and what we have here also is our AR, and look how really it's lining up, and that's our UT. Not that it's any time soon, but that you can say that is our spring or UT. Oh, sorry, or secondary test. In some cases, I'm saying it's going to happen, you can do a double bottom before it goes up. So you have double. And if you're conservative, you can wait for this trend line to break. It's a bit of a fake out, but it's also acceptable. So when you look at this from a close-up perspective, definitely we'll probably get a rejection there, and I think I had a fib there of some sort. Yep, so that is a, if I show you what I did there before, just having a look, it's a wave impulse, and you can see, yeah, this is, I'm using that as a previous resistance. That is the breakout move. It's likely to find this area as resistance because of that. Might overperform, but we can say that's likely to happen more so. And then the retest. The retest here is really, so let's get in closer. I always forget that it's on video and it needs to be looked up close. That we can see that this is curving. It's giving a curvature. It's starting to look bearish. If this is the 4 hour, let's add some indicators. I bet you there's bearish divergence. So that bearish divergence. Can we expect anything different? Well, you might. There is a possibility that it does this. You go there and then spike. So it's possible from here it just spikes and then comes back down, just like this area here. See how he curves and then spikes. But that RSI was different though. Where actually that's the point where it spikes up. So we need to see that break above, and then we can probably see that motion take place. But definitely that trend line is valid, and so this area will be nice to buy in. Let's see from a Fibonacci how that lines up from another perspective. From the top, let's see, from this top to the bottom. Okay, that's a 618. If we do it from there, again 618. So that lines up well. 618 level. So I think this one is a nice 618 level. Golden ratio. If we break above that, you could start becoming bullish, but you can see how that's becoming bearish as we approach the resistance. So I do feel like this is going to come down. How much far down? We can also do that. Let's have a closer look in terms of potential entry for this. So this is our 4-hour chart. Sorry about my son, he's a little one, he's just screaming out. And here we go. It's not there yet. I think this is what's going to take place. So we have our first rising wedge. Why is this a rising wedge? That's our high, and our lows. High. So if this comes below this level, then that's an indication that's a rising wedge. And so we might just do that. And that'll be confirmation that that's going to be a good, nice entry. And then the breakdown and up. It's a real typical move, but we need more evidence to suggest that. So at this point, I would ignore this and look at this line here, and just want to see how this comes down. This very much resembles of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin was higher in terms of these here. Bitcoin was roughly around there, and then you get this secondary structure. So I do feel like this is a rising wedge, and you know what, it makes sense because Bitcoin is likely to drop a bit, pull back a bit, and this will probably answer that. So if that's the case, if this is our top, and you can see where these wicks are, we might just use that one there, and let's just do this reverse. Okay, so one level, that is a 618 level. Okay, let's just bring this down to this one here. If that's the top, let's say that's the top there, and we'll bring this up, and again 618. So this level, or the 0.5, is going to be 1, so we've got that as well. So I do expect this to come down to that level, but we need a bearish structure taking form. Started to look like it. It could probably pop up to there, and then we have this level higher, and we'll just bring that up higher, and therefore it equates to that level there as potential. So that's my thinking, that this will come to this level. We also have the liquidity longs here, so taking them out is also likely long squeeze. So I think Bitcoin and the Ethereum will all do that as well. Squeeze the longs, pop up, come back down, do the last sweep, and then up, get some liquidity and back up. And then I think so from a wave perspective, on a small time frame, we have our 1, 2, potentially 3, 4 and 5 continuing on. So if that's the case, if that was to work out that way, yeah, we'll probably, this range will be our next, even higher potentially. Just got to see how this works out. This 3 and 4 might be like that, strong move, and then we get our 5 to that trend line before we get a correction. So things are lining up, and I'll just be patient for a short entry, at this point as this structure takes place, and then there's another correction wave, and then that's when we get the breakout. Fits the Wyckoff model, and the Wyckoff model tells us that around here, so we've got a UT, around here is a shakeout. So we're going to have a lot of volatility if price comes into that area. We have a breakout, we get the resistance at 1, get that shakeout, and then further up. So the alts are yet to go, but that is a bottoming formation, last accumulation range before you break out. So that is my thoughts. As long as Bitcoin doesn't drop below 24k, we're going to continue up. So please give me a like and share. Come and join our channel. Talk to you soon. Cheers.